They told her she was too plain, too poor, too unready. But the little girl they rejected became the voice the whole world would one day rise for. Her name is Celine Dion, a girl from a small house in Quebec where dreams were supposed to stay small, a girl who sang louder than her circumstances and turned rejection into rhythm. You see, Celine wasn't born into fame, she was born into noise. 14 children, one home, and just enough hope to fill a song. Her parents had nothing except music. And inside that tiny home, among the laughter and hunger and struggle, a sound was born. A sound that would one day move the world. But before she stood under spotlights, she stood before closed doors. Before applause, she faced silence. Before the world called her a legend, they called her not ready, yet she sang anyway. Because sometimes the voice that changes the world starts as a whisper no one hears. This is the story of Celine Dion, a story about faith, about rejection, about rising above the noise until your own song becomes unstoppable. Celine Dion was born into poverty in the small town of Charlemagne, Quebec. Her parents were musicians, but money was scarce. The Dion family had 14 children, and every day was about survival, food, warmth, and hope. Yet even in the smallest corners of their home, music lived. Her mother played the violin, her father the accordion. The Dion house might have been poor, but it was rich with sound. At just 5 years old, Celine began performing in her family's piano bar. Her tiny voice filled the room, and people turned to listen. They saw something they couldn't explain, a spark. That spark would one day light up the world. But at that moment, she was just a little girl dreaming of a big stage she couldn't yet see. When Celine first sent out her demo tapes, record producers didn't rush to call back. Some said she wasn't marketable. Others said her French accent was too thick. And some simply ignored her. For a young girl who gave everything to her dream, those words hurt. But instead of letting no define her, she let it refine her. She kept singing. Every performance, every practice was a step forward. Until one day, a man named René Angelil heard her voice. He believed in her so much that he mortgaged his own house to fund her first album. That's how much he believed, and that's how much faith can change a life. When someone dares to see your potential before the world does, rejection isn't the end. Sometimes it's the universe's way of preparing your stage. Behind every spotlight moment are years of unseen effort. Celine worked relentlessly, vocal training, diction, breathing, posture. She learned English from scratch just to reach a wider audience. She sang until her voice ached. She practiced until her words flowed like music. Her dedication was not luck. It was discipline, sweat, and sacrifice. And when success finally came, it didn't surprise her, because she had earned it note by note. Talent gets you started. Discipline gets you remembered. The 1990s arrived, and with them, a phenomenon. From Beauty and the Beast to My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion became the voice of emotion itself. Her voice could make people cry, smile, or believe again. But even at her peak, she stayed humble. She once said, "I'm not a star. I'm a singer." The star is the song, and that humility kept her grounded while the world lifted her up. Success is not about fame. It's about purpose. It's about serving others with your gift. Then came the storms. Celine lost her beloved husband, René, after decades of love and partnership. Soon after, her brother passed away too. She stood on stage, broken but brave, and sang, Her tears were real, but so was her courage. She said, "The show must go on, not because I want to sing, but because that's what he would want." Celine turned her grief into grace, her pain into poetry. Her voice, once again, became a healing force for millions. Strength isn't pretending you're not hurt. It's showing up even when your heart is bleeding. Celine Dion's life reminds us you don't need perfect beginnings to live a powerful story. You just need to believe. She faced rejection. She faced tragedy. She faced a kind of pain that silences most people. But she never stopped singing. And maybe that's the message for you today. Whatever your dream is, don't stop singing your song. Even if the world doesn't listen yet. Even if no one believes yet. Your voice has power. So keep going. Keep believing. Keep rising. Celine Dion taught us that rejection can't stop destiny and pain can't silence purpose. If her story inspired you today, remember, your voice matters too. Keep chasing your dream until it sings back to you. Subscribe to the Insightful Way TV for more real-life stories that inspire courage, healing, and hope.